Well, welcome to Dream Trips. So we are so excited to be able to share this with you today. I'm KickAss Kylie. I'm a single mum, and I'm actually based up in the beautiful Whitsundays, although it's the wet Sundays today. And I first saw this when I had just turned 40. And at the time, my life was in a complete mess. I'd actually just lost everything. And I didn't think we'd be able to travel for 5 years based on the financial mess that we were in. But travel is part of my DNA. And, I think back to my childhood, and my favorite memories were when I went on holidays with my nana and pop, with my mum and dad. We didn't have a lot of money, so a lot of our trips were, the budget kind of trips. But we did have one holiday to Fiji. It was the only time that I went overseas and the only time I went on a plane as a child. And oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite childhood memories. And I also was very lucky to spend a lot of time with my grandparents, and they had a little holiday house in an area called Sanctuary Point. So we used to go on lots of holidays down there. And they're like some of my favorite childhood memories. And for me, just before this was introduced to me, my daughter at the time was 6. And I used to own gyms. So we had 13 gyms. I was really, really busy. I was very driven. And I unfortunately was a self-confessed workaholic. I loved my business. And unfortunately, I sacrificed time with my family. And I was just about to pull another all-nighter or about to open another club. And my daughter, with tears in her eyes, said, "Mummy, all you ever do is work. You're always on your laptop. When are we going to get the fun, Mum? When are we going to go on holidays?" And it was like this lightning bolt just went through my body. And I realized for the very, very first time, the only time that she got the present, connected, loving, fun mum was when we were on holidays. And outside of that, all I did was work. And it made me sick to the stomach. So in that moment, I made a decision that I had to create a different life. And long story short, we lost our business through a very poor business decision. That led me to DreamTrips and 33 holidays in 3 years, and traveling the world full time and helping others to do the same. So to say that this changed my life was a complete understatement. And when COVID hit, I was devastated. So I'm so excited that travel is back and DreamTrips is now relaunching. So the trends in travel are that the travel industry used to be the biggest industry in the world. Obviously, COVID totally impacted that. And in being, someone who I love to travel, and I've been around the travel industry. I used to be a travel consultant myself. My family worked for Virgin and Qantas in the airline industry. So, we know a lot about travel. And Expedia have just done a survey with 12,600 people, and they're saying that people will spend more on travel in the next year than they have in the last 5 years. And as borders are opening and restrictions are being dropped, everybody wants to travel. So it's a really, really exciting time. Now, the product that I'm about to share with you, being DreamTrips, has been around for 17 years. And even if you ask Siri, we are the world's leading travel club, which is pretty cool. So already we've sent 1.3 travelers to 30,000 plus dream trips to 70 countries all over the world. Wow. And DreamTrips is a little bit different. It's our flagship product. So I want to talk about the DreamTrips experience because really that's our point of difference compared to anything else that's out there. So, if you saw on the previous slide, there's plenty of booking engines where you can jump on and you can book, and, some of them might say that, you get the best price or whatever. But what I love about DreamTrips is it's about creating a dream holiday experience. So if you think of a lot of holidays, people exhaust their travel budget getting to the destination and paying for their accommodation. And often they don't have the extra budget for all the extra little things. Well, DreamTrips packages everything up. So we go to the best destinations, the best places to stay, the best experiences to do while you're there, include the meals at the best restaurants, and package it all up into a dream price. So it's kind of like the champagne travel on a beer budget. And, you know, one of my favorite trips was actually for my daughter's 9th birthday. I took her to Hamilton Island and I fell in love with the area. And that's why I now live here, thanks to DreamTrips. And at the time we stayed at, I think it's called the Reef View Plaza. It's the biggest resort on the island. And the cost of the dream trip was about 70% of what the retail rate was on the accommodation. So we saved about 30%. But as extras, we had a 4-day trip for the 4 of us to the Great Barrier Reef. That would have been $1,000. We had a half-day trip to Whitehaven included. Every day we had breakfast with the koalas, which would have been $36 per person per day. We had meals, drinks. There's different membership levels. You know, our platinum perks, we got chauffeur transfers from the airport. We had a bottle of Moe. I got bubbles on arrival. That made me a happy mama, and $200 of room credit, which my husband, or now my ex-husband, is a golf pro. So he was quite happy. He got to go play golf and hire a golf buggy. So all of those extras meant that we actually paid 30% of the retail value of that whole trip. And we do that because of our buying power, because of the millions of members that we did have around the world. We don't now because we're obviously rebuilding this, but the buying power is incredible. And we book out hotel rooms and experiences, you know, a year in advance. So all of our suppliers absolutely love us. So essentially DreamTrips are 4- and 5-star experiences for 4 to 5 days, but you can extend them out. You can book back-to-back trips. It's very, very flexible. In Australia, you know, if you're based in Sydney, you might want to do a weekend trip to the Hunter Valley, for example. Or if you're going to go to Mexico, like I did, you want to book 2 back-to-back trips and, you know, have some extra days at the beginning, in between, and at the end. So I booked 2 4 to 5 day dream trips in Mexico. One of them was actually a volunteer where we could go and give back and have a service project. And we flew in a few days early. We had a couple of days in the middle and we had a couple of days on the end, which was amazing. Now, I also love that we have a welcome reception. Now, reception is a bit of a US term. For us down under, we like to say we had a welcome party, drinks on arrival, where you get to meet some other members. And what I really love about this club, my favorite part about this club, is the people. And I've made friends all over the world. And because this is a VIP invite-only travel club, we only invite really cool, fun people who we want to hang out with. So all of the negative energy vampires that suck the life out of your soul that you sometimes meet if you travel outside of DreamTrips, we don't get that within our community. So everyone is really, really fun, and it's great to be able to meet some other people. And I know, you know, especially now as a single mum, you know, you go on trips and I don't want to be sitting there on my own with my kids. I love my kids, but I want to connect with other people, and then the kids connect with other people, and we all have an amazing time. So of course, through the group booking power, we also have incredible discounts. You have a host who's there like your private concierge to, you know, be there at your beck and call to make sure that you're treated like a VIP and, you know, get all those VIP perks. And then they usually have some meals included, and they usually have some tours included as well. And again, I love how they just pick the best things to do for that destination, and not necessarily the typical touristy kind of stuff that you would do if you didn't know the area. So I thought I'd just share a couple of quick trips just to kind of give you a concept of how it works. This is just an example in Prague. And you can see there, it's a 4-day, 3-night trip, mix and mingle. So on arrival, probably doing a mix and mingle welcome party. You've got your breakfast and a farewell dinner included. There's a half-day walking tour included with lunch. And then you've also got 15% discount on food and beverage purchases. Now, we have a price guarantee on all of our dream trips, which means we guarantee that it will be the lowest price. And then you can apply these DreamTrips points off of that price. So in this case, you can see the price is $268 per person. Now, this is in US dollars, this particular example. We are still in pre-launch. once we launch, we will be going to local currencies. So just, don't stress too much about the currency for now, just more the numbers. So $268 per person, so based on twin share. And you can see there's a 91D. So in this case, you can apply 91 DreamTrips dollars or DreamTrips points, which comes off of the price of that trip. So as a member, I would pay $268 minus the 91, and then my guest would pay $268. Okay. You can also travel as a single. One membership covers your whole family. You can take any adult guests. So it's super flexible like that. Mm-hmm. This trip to Dubai is amazing. Oh my goodness. I actually did a trip to Vegas and stayed at the Venetian. Oh my goodness. It's like my favorite resort I've ever stayed at. It was amazing. And like just the prices are incredible. Turks and Caicos, this one here, like we've actually got a trip that they've launched. It's actually not this one. Might be, no, it's not that one. We've got a Christmas trip where it's like you go to this whole Christmas village. It's just amazing. So really it's about creating these dream holidays. And instead of having that dream holiday once a year, well, what about if you could have a dream holiday, instead of having a dream holiday once in a lifetime, dream holiday once a year, or a dream holiday even, once a quarter or once a month. That's what it's all about. And of course, Hawaii, there's some amazing trips there. So in addition to DreamTrips, you do get your own travel portal. And with that, again, we have a price match guarantee. As a member, we pay wholesale rates. So you can book your flights, your car hire, your accommodation. And it's a super easy site to navigate. And look, if that was the only reason why you were joining, I'd say, look, there's plenty of other online portals that you can book travel with. Really, it's the DreamTrips, which is once you've been on a dream trip, you'll never want to travel any other way. So essentially there's 2 membership levels at the moment. I know after we launch, there will be 3 different membership levels, and we are officially launching on the 17th of July, which is US. So for us here, 18th, which us down under will be the 19th of July. So gold membership is really awesome if you're just going to do one trip a year. So it's $200 initial to join, $57 a month. That is US, and we do have to add on GST. So what that gives you is your travel portal. You've got all your price match guarantees. You've got your dream trips included and your hosts. Now, with that, everything that you pay converts back into those DreamTrips points that you can then credit towards your trip. So it's a bit of like a holiday savings plan or a holiday lay-by system. And then we have our platinum memberships. That includes everything you get as a gold, but we also have some extra platinum perks. So we get an early 7-day booking access to our dream trips. So platinum get first dibs, which is pretty cool, especially some of the trips and the prices that come out, they can get snapped up quite quickly. We get extra platinum perks on all of our dream trips. So what that means, so for example, on my Hamilton Island trip, we had the bottle of bubbles on arrival and $200 in room credit. Sometimes you might get an extra tour, or you might have extra meals. You might get an upgraded room. You might get upgraded airport transfers, things like that. So it does vary from trip to trip, but the platinum perks are definitely very VIP. And you can also apply more points to the dream trips. So with the, for example, the gold, let's just say that you could apply 100 points to come off the price of the trip. As a platinum, we can apply an extra 25%. So we could apply 125 points off of the price of that trip. Just a little bit more. This one's $300 US to join, and then your 100 a month. Do have to add on your GST. So $330 upfront and $110 a month. And look, I'm part of a timeshare. I'm with Accor. I've been with them for about, I think, 14 years now. And I paid $26,000 to join my timeshare, and it's almost $2,000 a year in member fees. I don't get anything compared to what we get here with DreamTrips. So I just think that, this is just such incredible value compared to what else is out there. Now, most people join this club to become a member, to be able to save on travel and really enjoy those high-level luxury VIP trips, but on that, with the great savings. Yeah. But what's really exciting, if I think about all the people that I know, nearly everybody wants to travel. And with the way that the world's going right now, post-COVID, like travel is on everybody's lips. And I'm going to refer my friends to travel with DreamTrips anyway, because it's so freaking amazing. And the ambassador program that we have is one of the best business models in the world. So I'm actually a business coach. I've been in business for myself since 2004. I think if you ask my dad, he'd probably tell you I've been in business since I was able to talk. But if I could think of any business model in the world that I'd love to do, like, you need to choose something that you're passionate about. And for me, I love travel. I love helping families create an epic life with epic experiences. And I just love to help people. And that is why I love this business model, because it's so simple. So if you'd like to add on the travel ambassador to become a business, there's 2 different options. You can join as a Gold Plus or a Platinum Plus. So you still get the same membership, but then in addition, you actually get what we call our Discover Dream Trip. And I'll show you those in just a second. The Discover Dream Trip is a special dream trip just for ambassadors, because we're going to do a little training in there. It's not a 2-day training. It's just 2 hours with some of our very top leaders in the company. And they're teaching you things like how to take a really good photo, how to take a video, how to leverage social media. So the number one thing with this is we don't want anyone to sell this. We just want to share this. And rather than, trying to, oh, you should join my travel club. Like, no, actually be a product of the product. Go on holidays, take some great photos, post them on social media, and plug people into our automated system. And, it's funny, this is my very first presentation that I have done since I've been a part of this. And, already we've got, I think I've got about 130 people in my team now. And I have not had to do one presentation because we just use our online system, which is really exciting. So these 2 options include your trip, which is really exciting. And there's a whole heap of destinations. Now, why this is also really important from a business perspective is that what happens is, over the 17-year history, we've looked at the numbers, and what we saw is if someone joined and never actually went on a dream trip, their average membership retention was 6.5 months. And it's a bit like, joining a gym and you never go. You're going to quit if you don't go in there, because you're clearly not going to get results if you don't go in. It's the same with this. People join because it's a travel club. If they don't book a holiday, they're probably going to quit. Now, the statistics also showed us that if someone booked just one dream trip, their average membership retention was 3.5 years. If someone booked 2 or more dream trips, then they were pretty much a member for life. It was a 98% retention rate. So we know that our dream trip product is the best in the world. We're just got to get people on trips, which is why we love these Platinum Plus and Gold Plus products, because we want to get our peeps on a dream trip as soon as possible so they can actually experience the dream trip, experience the product. And that includes your 24/7 customer support, all your sales and marketing tools. Gosh, as a business coach, I charge thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to help people create online sales and marketing tools for their business. And I love this because it's included in your $25 a month business fee, which is just absolutely amazing. And this is the first time ever that I've not had to do videos and sales tools and all the online marketing funnels. Everything's done for us, which is amazing. So Discover Dream Trips. So these are just a few that we have available at the moment. So this was actually one that has already happened. This was to Slovenia. And oh my goodness, the feedback from this Discover Dream Trip was insane. We had friends of ours who just came back from this trip in Thailand, and we're just waiting on dates for the next one. So again, your meet and greet, your airport transfers, your welcome dinner, your breakfast, lunch, tea breaks. You can choose between a full-day island hopping tour by speedboat or a half-day culture and culinary experience. And I did hear that culture and culinary experience was amazing. They actually, it was a local person, took you into the markets, you went and purchased all the food, came back and cooked it in that authentic Thai way, and everyone just raved about that. The farewell dinner and your transfers. So just incredible. And that's included. It's fully paid for. You just got to get there. You can also pay a little bit extra to add on an extra person if you'd like to bring a guest to these ones as well. And again, you can extend it out. You can also book back-to-back dream trips with those. Dubai was also super popular. We've got another one of those coming up shortly. Kenya, Dominican Republic, oh my gosh, had friends of ours do this and just raved about it, how amazing. This is an all-inclusive resort. Us Aussies like our all-inclusives. This is the top of my bucket list. I'm so excited about this one, to Santorini. So gosh, just welcome party, you know, your buffet breakfast every day. You know, you can see it's amazing, right? And essentially the really exciting thing about this is the very beginning. It hasn't even launched yet. So a lot of these type of business models, often, you know, when you get to see it, there's already hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. So right now, you know, we are leading this relaunch here down under for Australia, New Zealand and our Oceania region. But not only are we the very first in Australia, we're actually the very first in the world, which is amazing to be part of this in the pre-launch. So they also have a great compensation plan. And look, not everyone's driven by money, but I love a good business model where you can make good cash. And I don't know of a person on the planet that couldn't do with some more money. So most of our team do join as a Platinum Plus, although you can join on any level, whatever, you know, you feel confident or comfortable with. So as a Platinum Plus, the initial commission on that is $350 US, which converts to about 500 Aussie at the moment. So, you know, you think about that, you know, gosh, I think we signed 3 or 4 Platinum Pluses just yesterday. Just selling like hotcakes at the moment. It's crazy. So once you've actually referred 4 people who join as a Platinum Plus, you're actually already back in profit. Plus you've got your business, you've got your membership, you've got a trip paid for, which is incredible. And then on top of that, there's actually 5 different ways we get paid. I'm not going to go into that in detail, but essentially you get your commission as soon as someone signs up. By locking in your spot, by joining, you get the next best spot in our team, and anyone who joins you becomes part of your team, which goes into our binary and our matrix comp plans, where we can earn anything from $4 to $20 US a month ongoing as a residual income for all of the people who are part of our team, and for people who actually join after us, whether you introduce them, whether your upline leader introduces them. It's a whole team effort, which is really exciting. And essentially, this whole comp plan maxes out at about $1.7 million a month. And I don't know of a person on the planet who would probably think that that's even realistic, but it is possible. And I'm excited about that. But hey, even if all we got was, you know, 10,000 a month, you know, that's life-changing income. And for some people, even if they just earned $500 a month, that would be amazing. So like anything, timing is everything. If we were going to launch a travel business 2 years ago, it would have been really sucky timing. Right now, perfect timing to launch a travel business. As regards to a business with this type of platform, because positioning in the team is everything, you know, right now we have the opportunity to be part of this before it's launched to the masses. So, you know, it is a really exciting time to jump in now and lock in your spot at the top as we continue to grow the team. So that is it. That's our little travel presentation. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll stop the recording and then I'll be here to answer all your questions.